In this video, we will complete the post-installation setup for STEROID. The post-installation setup for STEROID is involved with setting up 3 remote site settings using the admin area. So let's get started. Go to the setup home, and once you are on the setup page, search for the keyword remote site and select remote site settings. And here the first thing we are going to do is we are going to add a remote site setting for localhost. So I'm going to call it localhost, and I'm going to supply the URL. In this case, this happens to be https://na35, that is my pod number, and salesforce.com. And in majority of the times, you would have had my domain enabled in your system, and in that case, if you're wondering what is your pod number, in this case na35 for me, you can easily get that by going to status.salesforce.com and clicking on my domain. Just supply your domain name and it will tell you what is your pod number. So it says, my custom domain lives on pod na35, and that is what you need. So you just apply it, and of course you might want to leave the same for the description and make sure it is active. And let's create the second one. The second one, we will be creating it for the weather component. Let's call it weather underground. And as far as the URL goes, this is https://api.weatherunderground.com, and of course supply the same thing in your description. Make sure this is active. Then go ahead and create the final one, the URL we use for the currency converters. It's called Fixer API, and again this is http://api.fixer.io. Supply the same thing in your description and select active, complete save. So once you're done, you should, if you go back to the remote site settings, you should see 3 of them with the different IDs and the URLs. One is for the localhost na35 in my case, one for Fixer.io, the other one for Weather Underground. So this completes the post-installation setup for STEROID, and in my subsequent videos I'll show you how to understand each and every individual component in STEROID, how to configure it, and how to place it in your Lightning experience or other Lightning avenues. Thank you.